All right, Shalom. Kahalo Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai Bahashim Rakak Kradash. Shalom. Salutations and double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, who I continue to learn this 100% truth from. Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai Barakatham. Shalom to the elder bishops out of Connecticut, who I also continue to listen and learn this 100% truth from. Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai Barakatham. Shalom to the elders and the prophets, the teachers and evangelists also of Great Millstone, where I continue to learn this 100% truth from. Yahweh Shem Yahushua Barakatham. The water for your sacrifices and your lessons. Shalom to the speckled bird, the confused face, the Akim and Aqua, the Akim on the highways and byways, and last but not least, the elect. Back again with another video. Pray that you be edified with it. And this one, I'm going to entitle Prophetic Warnings. And I got inspiration, and I'm also, Shalom, brother, the brother Hopeful Elect 3 grabbed this video from him, and the Spirit was on me to build a lesson upon it. So I'm going to let the video play, and then I'm going to get some scriptures for you. So let's check it out.
I believe the dream that I had a year and a half ago was a prophetic message, and this is why. I definitely want to preface this by saying I am not a prophet. I am not somebody who interprets these type of dreams, but I'm just telling you guys what I saw in this dream and how I feel like it is now a full circle moment and is finally clicking. It's finally clicking. Let me just tell you guys what the dream was. In the dream, I was in a high-rise building with my husband. We don't currently live in a high-rise building right now, but this is just what's in the dream. We were there, and we were outside on a balcony, and I told him, hey babe, like something feels weird. I really have the need to stock up. I have a really bad feeling that something bad is about to happen. And in this dream, my husband goes, oh babe, you know how you get, like your anxiety gets really bad. I think you're just overreacting. You need to just chill out. So the next day in the dream, we're on this balcony, we're back on the balcony, and it's nighttime. All the lights are on, you know, everybody you can just see, and they're different buildings and their lights are on, they're having a good time. We're just sitting outside relaxing. We're just standing outside, and then boom, the power grid goes down, all the lights go off. Everybody is like, hey, what happened? Like, you don't have power either? And it's not just one or two outages. Like, the whole, everybody, it's dark. In the distance, there was a Walmart. And when the lights go off, I want to say maybe like, I don't know how much time had passed in the dream, but I'm looking in the Walmart parking lot. And it's like the Hunger Games when they start rioting and ransacking the stores. Look, this has me all frazzled because it was just chaos. Okay, so it was just like the apocalyptic movies when, you know, just everybody just starts going to the stores. Like COVID, you know, when we had COVID and everybody just started buying everything and the shelves were empty. That's kind of the situation that was going on in this dream. And I'm looking like, oh my gosh, like what is happening? And now with all the current events that are going on, it's finally clicking to me because we are in conflict, in war with Iran right now. The Strait of Hormuz is closed. Trump comes out and says that we only have 4 weeks left of oil reserves. And now it is really getting into my head that we are not taking our current events as seriously as we should. A lot of us are still living life like we have a lot of life to live. But I believe that we are on the brink of something very bad. And I don't think everybody is taking it serious. If we don't have oil, if we don't have any oil reserves, that's not going to affect only our day-to-day getting to and from work, but that's going to affect our food. These trucks, these semi-trucks that transport all of our food, if they don't have oil, how do we think the stores are going to continue to be restocked? Just the way everything's heading is crazy, and it's finally clicking to me that you need to stock up. If you have the money to stock up, you need to be buying extras, water, canned foods, trash bags, dog food, cat food, whatever you have. You need to stock up like now, because I have a very bad feeling that in the next few weeks things are gonna get really bad. And people are like, oh, it might just be in your anxiety, but I will be damned if I don't go and do something and prepare, because the way that dream was in the current events today, right now, something's about to go down. And I feel it in my spirit wholeheartedly. And if you don't believe that, that sucks, because if we do get to when we get to the situation where people need food and water and don't have it, you're going to be like in that dream with somebody outside of that store trying to ransack it and get what you can. So this is the warning. I feel like it would be a disservice if I don't share the dream that I had, because I feel in my spirit that this is true and that I need to spread this.
You heard that. It's definitely the spirit, man. Because if you look at the bottom of my page right here, you see the blue letter, but you see GMS Info Doc Channel 12, which is Elder Apostle Aramlov channel. And you see the heading is Prophecy and Judgment are Turned Up. Prophecy and judgment are turned up. So this is what's about to happen. This is what's going to happen, is kind of what the young lady was talking about. So just interesting that, it came up. So with that, let's go ahead and let's go to Joel 2:28 first. And we're going to read, and it shall come to pass afterward that I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy. Your old men shall dream dreams. Your young men shall have visions. And this is exactly what's about to come. Let me see. Let's get Acts 2:16. Oh, matter of fact, let's 1 Corinthians 11:4. Salakia. Every man praying or prophesying, having his head covered, dishonoreth his head. But every woman that prayeth or prophesieth, that her head uncovered, dishonoreth her head. For that is even all one, as if she were shaven. So even though this young lady was prophesying, she still was supposed to cover her head. Let's go to Acts. Acts 2:16, and it reads, but this is that which was spoken by the prophet Joel, and it shall come to pass in the last days, saith the Most High, I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, and your young men shall see visions, and your old men shall dream dreams. And on my servants and on my handmaidens I will pour out in those days of my spirit, and they shall prophesy. And this is what we're doing today. This is what we're doing today. Amos 3:7. And it reads, surely Yahweh thy power will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants, the prophets. And all the prophets are what? Israelites. Okay? If you go to Amos 2:11, it reads, right? And I raised up all your sons for prophets, and of your young men for Nazarites. It is not even thus, O ye children of Israel, saith Yahweh. So all of the men of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua that are prophets are Israelites. Daniel. Daniel 12:10. Many shall be purified and made white and tried, but the wicked shall do wickedly, and none of the wicked shall understand, but the wise shall understand. So this is what this young lady was saying, even though she didn't understand about, she was prophesying and she had her head uncovered. She maybe didn't understand that dream she was having, but the men of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai do. They understand the dream. They understand what's going on because they can filter it through the scriptures and bring it out. You can definitely go to 2nd Ezra 15. That's pretty much the kind of dream what she had. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much, what she was talking about. Revelation 11. And 3, and it reads, and I will give power unto my 2 witnesses, and they shall prophesy 1,260 days, clothed in sackcloth. These are the 2 olive trees and the 2 candlesticks standing before the Most High of the earth. And if any man will hurt them, fire proceedeth out of their mouth, and devoureth their enemies. And if any man will hurt them, he must in this manner be killed. These have power to shut heaven, that it rain not in the days of their prophecy, and have power over waters to turn them to blood, and to smite the earth with all plagues as often as they will. Ooh, boy. Let me jump down to verse 11. Revelation 11:11. 11:11 means destruction. And after 3 days and a half, 350 years, a day is 100 years, and a half is 50. The spirit of the life of the Most High entered into them. Talking about Israelites, the elect, and the hopeful elect. And they stood upon their feet, and a great fear fell upon them which saw them. So the elites, they see us on YouTube and Rumble and and all of these other platforms, and they like, damn, oh, ish. They know. They're prophesying. So now this is why they're going to shut down us out here on the highways and byways and freedom of speech. Because, we're condemning them in their face. We're standing on our own 2 feet through the power and grace of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and we're telling them, you're going into slavery, boy. Verse 12, Revelation 11:12. And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, come up hither. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them. So their enemies beheld them because they was like, damn. And this is the elect, and that cloud is those chariots that they try to scare you to make you believe it's something else other than what it really is. Okay? Ezekiel 37. I'm just going to go to 35. I don't need to go to 35. Ezekiel 37. And 9. And it reads, Then said he unto me, prophesy unto the wind, prophesy, son of man, and say to the wind, thus saith Yahweh thy power, come from the 4 winds, O breath, and breathe upon these slain, and they may live. So I prophesied as he commanded me, and the breath came into them, this word, in the spirit, and they lived and stood up upon their feet an exceedingly great army. That was the precept for Revelation 11 and 11. Isaiah 30 and 20. Let's get it. Right? And it reads, and though the Lord give you the beard of adversity, the bread of adversity, and the water of affliction, yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner any more, but thine eyes shall see thy teachers, and thy ears shall hear a word behind thee, saying, this is the way, walk ye in it, when ye turn to the right hand, and when ye turn to the left. So you have to work that straight gate, turning to the right, to the left, and it all leads to the same path, and all roads right now lead to the MOTB. So we're coming into that that bread and that affliction time. Because why? Jeremiah 30 and 7 is going to be Jacob's trouble time. Jeremiah, since I mentioned it, 31 I'm going to go to. Jeremiah 31 and 33, and it reads, but this shall be the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, saith Yahweh. I will put my law in their inward parts and write it in their hearts, and will be their power, and they shall be my people. And they shall teach no more. We're no longer going to have to teach. They shall teach no more every man his neighbor and every man his brother, saying, know the Lord. For they shall all know me, from the least of them unto the greatest of them, saith Yahweh thy power. For I will forgive their iniquity, and I will remember their sin no more. That's the time we're looking for, man. But we understand that we got to go through these hard times. These hard times is here. John 14:26. Where we at? John 14:26, and it reads, but the Comforter, which is the Holy Ghost, whom the Father will send in my name, he shall teach you all things, and bring all things to your remembrance, whatsoever I have said unto you. And this is how the elder apostles of Great Millstone on down teaches the 100% truth, because the Spirit was put on them to carry out what they're doing today. That's why they're so diligent at what they do. On to the you know, from the elder apostles on down, you know what I mean, those men who are diligent, you know, that I continue to listen to every day and learn from. Yahweh Shem Yahshua thumb to you, you know what I mean? The water for your sacrifices and your lessons. That's real. First Corinthians 2 and 10. And it reads, but the Most High hath revealed them unto us by his Spirit. For the Spirit searcheth all things, yea, the deep things of the Most High. For what man knoweth the things of a man, save the Spirit of man which is in him? Even so, the things of the Most High knoweth no man, but the Spirit of the Most High. Now, we have received not the spirit of the world, but the Spirit of the which is in the Most High, that we might know the things that are freely given to us of the Most High. Which things also we speak, not in the words that which men's wisdom teacheth, but which the Holy Ghost teacheth, comparing spiritual things with spiritual. But the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of the Most High, for they are foolishness unto him, neither can he know them because they are spiritually discerned. And a lot of our people, even though they are Israelites, they are not spiritual. Let me get one more. Let me get out of here. Habakkuk 2:14, and it reads, "For the earth shall be filled with the knowledge of the glory of the Lord, as the waters cover the sea." And that's in the future prophecy. And that's in the close future that we have. In one more, Matthew 13:11 here. Matthew 13:11. And it reads, "He answered and said unto them, Because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given." And that's the 2/3 that's still here today. Okay? I've been Rock this out. You're edified with that, man. Shalom.